So let's do this now. Let's talk to Michael Goldfarb. He's a national spokesperson for the John McCain campaign, and he's good enough to join us to answer some of the questions about this Khalidi issue that so many people have been talking about. Michael, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me on.
Let's start with this. What is the International Republican Institute?
That is an organization that seeks to foster democracy around the world.
Did they, under McCain's leadership and chairmanship, actually fund Khalid's Center for Palestine? Remember, Center for Palestine, I understand, was founded by Rashid Khalid, right?
It was founded by about 10 people. It was, at the time, the only organization that did polling in the West Bank and Gaza. An organization that was funded by the United States government, among a bunch of other institutions.
So we have information that as much as 448, maybe a little more, a little less, take a few, give them more, dollars, thousands of dollars, $448,000 was given from that group, the International Republican Institute, chaired by John McCain, to that group that was co-founded by Khalid. Is that true?
Sure.
How is that different than what Barack Obama did by being at a meeting with Khalid?
Well, look, here's what you're missing, Rick. You know, John McCain would not know Rashid Khalidi if the two were sitting across the bar from each other. John McCain, you know, he chairs this institution which fosters democracy around the world. Barack Obama has a long, close relationship with Rashid Khalidi. That's fine. That's also been known for a very long time. Barack Obama's been open about this.
Yeah.
He says the two are dinner companions. Their wives are friends. It's fine. You know, it's just another in a long line of unsavory associates Obama has in Chicago.
But is it unsavory?
But let me tell you, wait a second. You're missing the point here, Rick. And the point here is that there is a tape of this event. And we would like to see the tape because, look, we don't care about Rashid Khalidi. Again, he's just another unsavory Obama associate. What we care about is all the anti-Semitic, anti-Israel, anti-American rhetoric that was at this event, and we're curious to see how Barack Obama reacted to that.
But you know what I don't understand is you've referred to him twice as unsavory. What's unsavory about it being a Palestinian American and having a critical position on Israel?
Look, anybody who you have disagreement on, with the New York Times saying one thing and him saying another about whether he was a spokesman for the PLO, in my book, that's unsavory.
Do you understand that the LA Times says, look, we're in a real quagmire here. We made an agreement when the person gave us this tape that we would not distribute it, that we would not reveal it. And if we do that, then we lose our own credibility and we're not able to have any sources in the future.
Look, the Los Angeles Times, like you, like any journalist, I imagine, is in the business of informing the voting public. Now, this is a tape that would be of interest to the public. Barack Obama, we know, has tolerated a lot of anti-Israel and anti-Semitic and anti-American rhetoric over the years in Chicago. Now, here is an opportunity to see on tape what his reaction to that was. I think that is valuable to the American people. I think the Los Angeles Times know that's useful information. They should make the tape public. All journalists should be in the business of making information public. That is what you do for a living, I understand.
Well, not really. Not if the way you got the information was that you made a deal with someone and you promised them either A, confidentiality of their identity, or B, confidentiality of certain information that they gave you. But let's move on to something else. Because you know this, right? A lot of people are going to look at this and they're going to say, they're just trying to smear Obama. They're trying to win Florida by making Jewish voters think that he's against Israel.
I mean, look, the guy hangs out with a bunch of people who are anti-Israel. The voters can decide about that. We want to see a tape. A girl got up and read a poem comparing Jews to terrorists, comparing Israelis to Al-Qaeda. A girl got up and read a poem that was an incitement to violence, swore that there would never be another day of peace until the Jews left Palestine. Barack Obama sat there. Did he nod along? Did he applaud at the end of this poem? These are questions we would like the answers to. The Los Angeles Times has a tape of these events. We would like the tape to be made public. We feel these are reasonable requests.
Now, I just need to parse this out as best I can from you, Michael. The fact that John McCain's organization gave $448,000 to this group that was founded by Mr. Khalidi, is there no reason for some to be critical of that as well, just as some might be critical of Barack Obama for being at a meeting with some girl read a poem, for example?
Look, you're missing the point again, Rick. The point is, that Barack Obama has a long track record of being around anti-Semitic, anti-Israel, and anti-American rhetoric.
Can you name one other person besides Khalidi who he hangs around with who is anti-Semitic?
He pals around with William Ayers, who is
William
an
Ayers is not
domestic terrorist.
No. The question I asked you is, can you name one other person that he hangs around with who's anti-Semitic? Because that's what you said.
Look, we all know that there are people who Barack Obama has been in hot water.
Michael, I asked you to name one person. One.
Rick.
You said he hangs around with people who are anti-Semitic. Okay, we got Khalidi on the table. Give me number two. Who's the other anti-Semitic person that he hangs around that we, quote, all know about?
Rick, we both know who number two is.
Who? Would you tell us?
No, Rick, I think we all know who we're talking about here.
Somebody who's anti-Semitic that he hangs around with?
Absolutely.
Well, say it.
I think we know who we're talking about, Rick.
All right. Again, you charge that Khalidi is anti-Semitic. He would say that his policies on Israel differ from those of Barack Obama and many other people. But either way, I guess we'll have to leave it at that. Michael Goldfarb, thanks so much. We really do appreciate it. This is a good discussion. Really do appreciate you coming here to talk to us. We appreciate it. All right.